It's the worst thing I've ever driven.
I'm still going to buy it.
Ooh, that's quite exciting.
Hopefully singing my praises and not saying what an awful boss I am.
Other than that, it's fine.
Anything probably just fell out.
We've sold 25 cars. Sell me this van, Leo. Fiat.
It's worrying sometimes when I don't actually know what's happening.
I don't know anything about them, but it's nice inside.
Do you fancy a romantic hotel stay on a Sunday night?
A bit after the Lord Mayor's show today, everything's gone and it's very quiet. So.
Hey, it's not a bad position to be in. We got
can't complain.
I've got stuff going through auction now. We got a few that are picking up this week, haven't we?
Yeah, Dan's got the 530 today. Forester, I don't know if that's.
Oh yeah, that one.
No, I didn't think so. Are there any other acceptances on cars bought for more?
Not that I'm aware of, but I put a few good offers out, I think. So I got some fairly decent bids in at BCA today. We've got a Mercedes C43 coming from G3, although they hadn't put through the payment, so might get it by the end of the week, maybe, probably not. C63, which hopefully they'll clear the payment on, and we can pick that up today, maybe. Yeah.
Should have the S5 back from Wheels today.
Oh yeah.
That, I think it's been PDI, so I'm actually an MOT. CRZ, we've got the door handles for us, so we can get that on. Well,
What's happening with that?
Well, we were waiting on door handles, Steph fixed it, and then it broke.
Why are you hanging around at the bad smell? What do you want? Coffee.
Yeah, so we've had to order basically the handle itself off eBay, which arrived over the weekend.
Okay.
I think it needs paint anyway. So that's kind of it. But yeah, we sold quite a lot, 6 cars over the weekend.
How was your Insignia?
I want to get that thing. It's fine, but yeah. Dan said it's just a downpipe. So if it's all right, I'll get that fixed. Yeah. And then I'll sort out insurance and that and take it away. But yeah, I cleaned it. Typically, I couldn't believe it. Dan bloody parked his Fiesta the only time he's ever done it in front of the wash bay.
Oh, you want to wash it?
So I was going to wash it and stuff.
He did ask me. He's like, "Do you need to come back?" I was like,
yeah, no, yeah. I mean, to be fair, I spent all day Sunday just cleaning the inside, so that took my plenty of time anyway. So it's looking good. But yeah, it's all right. Brakes are a little bit. I don't know if you noticed the brakes are a little bit on off, on off, on off, on off.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I might get the disc and pads done at some point in the future.
Well, you could, you can have it for what it cost us. Thinking about it.
No, honestly, mate. I'm not complaining. It's fine.
No, originally you wanted to give me 800 quid, but
yeah, I know, but that's only because mainly because I won't be paying you for a couple of months. No, definitely, it's worth 500 quid. Yeah, I know. That's what I said. That's why I said 800. It's worth 500 quid, mate. Definitely. There you go. There's my new car. We'll see what salesman earns. 500 quid for a Vauxhall Insignia. With no brakes. Well, slightly iffy brakes.
Which one brakes?
Good point. I should go for the gears. Rusty arches. Flexi that's rotten. Other than that, it's fine.
Weight reduction.
Yeah, not much left on the wings. I think Joe did a video of it actually. So yeah. Anyway.
To drive around with him. It was,
I
liked it.
I think it's alright. Yeah, I mean it's perfectly good. I don't like big cars. I don't like manual, so not exactly ideal for me, but needs must. I can either put my bloody A-Class through an MOT and fix the gearbox, which will cost me a fortune, or I can have a manual Insignia for 6 months. So Friday we sold the Golf R 2 Series and something else. Saturday the Ford Cougar and the SX4, and then yesterday Mazda 2, lovely family from Huddersfield.
Is that the one that had the pound?
Yeah, fair play to James, because they rang me, they said, oh yeah, we come down to Huddersfield, we're open to have a test drive. I was like, whoa, hang on, it's not here. So I was in a right panic, but they actually were staying in Wales on holiday and they were going to come down and see it. So I said, bear with me, I'll do my best to get it back. So I rang James, and fair play to him, he rushed it through and did a really good job. So I had it back Saturday, then they came down on Monday, big fans of the channel and all that stuff, really nice people. Obviously it's the 9,000 mile Mazda 2, so what can they say? And they bought it and drove it away, and I'm assuming, as I haven't heard anything, they made it perfectly alright back to Huddersfield. But yeah, so yeah, 6 cars over the weekend, half of which I can't remember, but yeah, good weekend. So yeah, now I'm just doing paperwork. Because that's all there is. Actually, I've got to hand over a Mercedes in a minute. And yeah, get the Golf R back, get the Alfa Romeo wheels sorted out, and yeah, Bob's your uncle. So yeah, that's it. So yeah, like I say, sort of, because we've got 11 cars on sale at the minute, it's going to be a quiet week for me, I suspect.
Wait, is that it? I've
Yeah.
seen a lot of like sold ones.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we've got 11 cars on sale. But as Joe says, we've got this super duper C63 Mercedes coming in. We've got an E250 which is being MOT. We've got the i10 little Hyundai which is being cleaned. C43 which is coming in. Porsche Macan which is getting painted. CLA which Stefan's looking at. S5 which is having the wheels done. CRZ which needs MOT work and a bit of paint. So yeah, there's cars in the pipeline. So we're not just sat there with 11 cars on site. We've got plenty to, and possibly a van if Joe agrees to sell it. Yeah, that's me. Now I'm just doing this. Front sheets for the paperwork. Very boring, but it needs to be done. This is where you find out how many cars of ours haven't got full service history.
What happened? Well, the roof fell.
The roof fell down.
Well, the roof's fallen down, hasn't it? But I didn't realise it's actually come away from it up here. So it's not attached to the big concrete, or whatever the hell that is. It's actually just come away from all of it completely. I reckon we do an insurance job here. You stand underneath it and I'll give it a little bit of a... Not trying to get rid of you, Jason, I quite like you.
Gay! And then this one's going farm. Peugeot van's going farm. I want to say ML's going farm, but I don't know.
God, what the hell happened to the dashboard in this? It's like Freddy Krueger in here or something. What? How do you do that? Oh God, it's tragic. Right, anyway. Bye.
Bonito. I swear 90% of the cars I get in here are always dead.
Found it.
Found the nubbin.
Mechanic.
Two-person job.
Yes.
This isn't awkward. I could just do it straight to the chassis, but that would be far too intelligent for me. Eat it.
There was no other cars coming, was it? It was just these three.
So this is the van that's potentially been clocked as well.
Special.
Yeah, so it's on the speedo, it's saying 58,000 miles on it, but Joe's done some digging, and on one of the MOTs, it's saying 88,000, and then the following MOT, it's saying 110,000. So there's a little bit of discrepancy at the moment whether the gentleman that sold us this is actually telling the truth, or yeah, he's had it clocked, which is a wee bit naughty, to say the least. I'm still going to buy it.
Buy it, yeah?
Yeah, I've already said to Joe that depending on what's happened with the mileage and whatnot, yeah, and depending on if he's going to give it back to the gentleman and obviously get our money back, I'm not too sure how it all works personally, but yeah, I have already said to Joe that I am more than happy to give him some money for it and buy it off of him. That would be, what, my 4th car this year off of Joe? Well, one of them technically was mine. Oh no, sorry, not this year. Not this year, sorry. No, I've had 3 off of Joe this year.
Still.
Yeah.
That's still a lot.
3 off of Joe this year. No, 2 off of Joe this year, sorry. What am I chatting? 2 off of Joe. 1 for my missus and then 1 for myself. I'm still Joe's best customer. I'm still going to just say that because, yeah, 3 cars is enough from 1 garage.
What are you going to do with this one?
So this one, I was going to sell it to my older brother because he needs a van for his what do you call it? Landscaping, and he's in need of a van because he's been using his car for the longest time. This would be perfect for him, absolutely perfect. So yeah, I've already sort of like given Joe the ultimatum that if he can't sell it from the garage and the customer isn't going to take it back or whatnot, then I will happily buy it off of him to cover the cost that he has lost in it. Yeah. We shall see. We shall see.
There you go. May slightly be on fire.
Fire? Right.
It's smoking.
The light brows, mate.
I'm going to be 100% honest and fair about this car. It's the worst thing I've ever driven. The clutch slips and the gearbox is the slowest thing ever. You know, I was driving along and it went to change into third. Now I'm going down the road at like 30 mile an hour and it's still stuck in first. And it's just
Forward power shift.
I was like, nice. It hit anything. Probably just fell out.
It smells like someone's left their wet dog in here. And then it's still in here.
Find out if this refrigerated van can be operated. So if you put obviously your cold meat or whatever you put in it, does it only refrigerate while it's running? So can you turn it off and leave it overnight? And one of the, I found a manual, and some of them you can plug them into the mains overnight. I've just tried to ring the people that manufacture them, but they didn't install it, so they couldn't tell me. They also couldn't tell me who installed it. I strongly suspect there will be no plug mains outlet on it. It's worth having a look. We'll put it forward a bit and have a look. I can get in without falling over. I know more about refrigerated vans than I ever have done in my whole life. It does seem to work. Turn on and things happen. I didn't do that.
Can't say this doesn't have character.
No, that doesn't look very promising, does it? I was hoping to find some kind of secret cubby hole or something, but plug in it. Oh, what's this? Yeah, it's just a junction box, isn't it? Nothing in there. Nothing in there either, I'm guessing. I would suggest not. That's annoying, isn't it? She said if you wanted it done, it cost £3,500.
That's not like the caravan ones, is it?
Ooh, that's quite exciting. Didn't see that. No. I don't know what that is, but it ain't a plug. That's a shame, isn't it? Nearly hit the jackpot. So yeah, you won't be leaving it overnight if you want to transport your cooked meats. £3,500 apparently. I'll ask Stefan because he's the van expert. He knows all about campers and stuff. I'd have thought you could just put in a bit of electric wizardry just so you can run it from the mains while you're not, you know, while the engine's not running. Because like lots of caravans and stuff have leisure batteries and what have you, don't they? And I would have thought it'd have been a similar principle. Anywho, right, look. Let's just shame because I reckon they might have bought this. But he did say it was a deal breaker, so never mind. We'll have to try and remarket it as like a European touring van for those extra hot European days and nights. You can refrigerate them. Very nice and cool. Air conditioning. Oh, that's a bit of a shame, right? There's definitely nothing up here, is there?
That's just a vent. I thought I could see something there.
Yeah, I reckon they. Mind you, I expect if it did have the plug-in facility, it's probably worth a lot more. Why would you want to park overnight? I suppose if you're transporting to Europe, maybe, but otherwise, why? You know what I mean? Why would you want a refrigerated van overnight?
It does sound amazing, to be honest.
Eh?
I'd love one. You
Why?
could just have food in there. Just be hungry and just like, oh, I've got a sandwich here.
You could have your whole life supply of food. You wouldn't-
Yeah.
We're just expecting for our next workload. Seeing it needs to go for paint or have its wheels refurbished. Gonna need to polish the headlights on this as well. Yeah, he's a bit gross. We've sold a couple of these from here now. They seem to be quite popular, but I'm just not a fan of Jags. Like, they're pretty, don't get me wrong, but...
It's no cash guy.
Eh?
It's no cash guy.
No, it's no cash guy. Definitely no cash guy. Yeah. I'm just saying it's probably going to need to go for wheel refurbishment. So we were going to start cleaning it and stuff. But yeah, we're just looking at the wheels. And yeah, they're a little bit tired. To say the least.
I was collecting the Jag.
Yeah, it was nice. Yeah, not bad. I don't really know much about them, so hopefully it'll be alright. It's a bit of an older one, so but it's in nice condition, so that's always a good start, and the interior is in good condition, and it sounds meaty when you start it up. So we've crossed many paths. I don't actually know what the plan with that car is. I don't know if it's getting sold from here or...
Think so?
Yeah. Well, the lads will have a fun time going through it then. It has got the classic Jaguar radio which turns on and off on its own. Not because you're using the on-off button. But yeah, they're notorious for it. But compared to the last one we had, it's a lot nicer. But I want this though. That cost more than what I put into my house as a mortgage. This is mental. This is not right, is it?
I think that looks quite easy to assemble. Should we just take it down the farm, assemble it down there?
I was thinking when I picked that up, it's a very light...
Oh yeah, you filled with water.
It's going to be filled with water, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, well, I'll just chuck it in the back of that. And, I don't know if we can get Muscle Man Charlie to lift up the grass seed.
Morning.
How's your morning going?
Quietly. Well, not too bad. We've had loads of interest in the Blue McCann. They all say, "Oh, I've seen a Blue McCann on the video. How much is it going to be?" And the first one that I said, "I was going to be 27,400." You said, "Oh, well, I didn't think it'd be that much." And somebody else, "Seen the Blue McCann is going up soon. How much is it?" I have a Audi Q5 to part exchange. I'd like to know the difference. So this Audi Q5, it's a year newer, more or less the same miles, maybe a few more. So you're talking similar sort of age and size cars. It's going to cost him 11,500 to change. Joy's owning a Porsche. But the Macan is obviously a different animal to a Q5. Also, the Range Rover that we returned the funds on the 15th. Right, so we gave the finance company their part of the money back. And obviously the chap who bought it is part of the money back. So the 15th, when was that? 9 days ago. And he hasn't had his first payment back because it took a while, so he made his first payment. And apparently they said to him, "It's down to us, it's like our fault and you should complain about us." And I rang them, said, "Actually we returned the funds the day the car was back here." And they said, oh yes, just no, it's all fine, it's all going through the process, it should be done in the next couple of days. I said, alright, we shall see. So that was a little bit irritating. One of our ex-employees, Josh, might be selling us a Volkswagen Tiguan. Hopefully, might have sold the Kia Picanto, which would be a good one to sell. Oh, I've got somebody come and see the i10 today as well. I think that's about it. Other than that, just MOTs and boring stuff and photographs of our lovely, in fact, new BMW. That one there. Glorious car, 530D. Absolutely beautiful. That one. Just text me. Thanks for getting back. Too much difference. I told you. Well, no, we got quite a few coming in. We've got several Mercedes. What have we got coming in? Let's have a look. We have our awesome AMG C63 Mercedes. Looks like Joe's bought a GLC 67 plate. Looks very nice.
Yeah.
5 Series, which I'm doing now. Another Jaguar XK 4.2 V8. Lovely sounding, beautiful car. E-Class, which we need to just fix the handbrake on, or the foot handbrake. Then another C-Class, C43 AMG. The Macan will be back, obviously. And then our Mercedes CLA Turbo should be back in a few days. Oh, and an Audi S5 as well, so a good few coming on stream, but I'm just taking... Obviously it seems like they take forever because you're waiting to get them done, but they're not taking any longer than they always take, so... But yeah, got to get the Jag advertised ASAP, and I'm doing the BMW now.
Hello.
Good morning. As a member of the public, do you know where I can get my car varted?
GM detailing. Was that a genuine question, or was that just
Yeah, I was just saying.
That was just you so you could plug my business.
X5.
How is Jay repairs?
Yeah, good actually. Yeah, he's a little bit backed up at the moment, bless his heart. He's got a lot of cars there.
I've only got 4 of ours. I'm guessing 3 now. So.
Yeah, so he's got the Porsche Macan, the Golf R, and I think he's had to tuck one out of the way as well, because it is, yeah, he's just filling up his forecourt at the moment with cars that need painting. Yeah, he's slowly cracking through it. He's getting on.
It's the problems you have when you're good.
Hey.
Like he's good at what he does, so
Oh,
everyone's
amazing
like,
what he does. Yeah, amazing what he does. And he, well, we all say it, he's such a nice man as well. Like, he's just a heart of gold, that guy. Literal heart of gold. Don't fancy him or anything, but...
So what have you found underneath the car?
Underneath the car, the floor. Why can't you feel this the first time I say it? It's more organic and natural. And now I have to repeat myself and I feel weird saying it. Yeah, there's loads of marks on the bonnet. Obviously there was bird poo and stuff on it before me and Mark cleaned it, but I don't know if there's like streaks in the paint. And I don't know where it's come from, whether they were there before, whether it was there from stuff drying where it was slightly warm yesterday or whatnot. So I'm going to have to find a way of getting it out. It's been tar and glued, red 7'd or fallout remover, and yeah, I guess I'm going to have to find a way of getting it out. We
Probably
have
with a polisher.
Huh?
Probably with a polisher.
Well, now you see, where I was under the impression we were going to be down the farm like this week or next week or whatever, I've left the big polisher down the farm. So all I've got is drills with polishing pads on, which are great for small little like blemishes and fixing some scratch marks and things like that. But for doing like a sizable section of bonnet, it's not really enough. You kind of need, yeah, and don't currently have that. We do have Chemical Guys water spot remover gel, mineral neutralizer. So I might try a bit of this on it and see if that works. But yeah, I don't know if it's going to get everything out, but it might make it look a little bit better. Apparently the boot doesn't open. Why can cars not just be normal? Let's shine auto bloom. Oh. I don't think it's my birthday. Crikey. God, look at that little lot. Empty. We always love a little bit of that. Shampoo. Oh, shampoo. Leather care balm. Leather seats. At least the guy kind of looked after it. Fast glass, that stuff's pretty good. I use that at home on the odd occasion. Vinyl and rubber care. And last but not least, tyre dressing. Clearly, the bloke that had this before wasn't a fan of tyre dressing or sealants. Contains real carnauba, a liquid wax for quick application, straight after washing. That does come out like a spray. Ooh, smells nice. Smells nice. That's a lovely little treat.
Hide the evidence. Having a lunch. Good afternoon. It is about 3:25. Got a very nice visit from the guys at Dealaway, aka Scott Sibley of Redgate Lodge, and Stephen Douglas and Martin Carr of Really Easy Car Credit. Came in today, all the way from Newcastle, just to see me, just for a selfie, which is quite sweet, really. But they weren't. They were here for a meeting and tagged me on. Nice to see them. And what's been going on? Don't really know. Dan has been off to One Automotive with Rick to collect a couple of cars, and I got pictures from James of One Automotive of Dan on camera, like a proper, like TV camera. So he'll be on their TV show, I imagine. Hopefully singing my praises and not saying what an awful boss I am. And just had a phone call from another driver person. Not one that I employ, but he is collecting a car for us. I won't say what it is because it'll spoil a video that we'll put out. I'm looking at auctions for Monday because I'm going to an auction on Monday. In fact, I need to speak to you actually, Jason. Do you fancy a romantic hotel stay on a Sunday night? Always. Sounds good. Yeah, we'll have videos coming out of that soon. It's worrying sometimes when I don't actually know what's happened. I did come in late this morning. Boss's privilege, I guess. And then had friends for an hour and a half or so. And then I've just done today. Looking at cars. Possibly paying bills. Oh, sorting out payroll stuff. It's that time of the month. Sorting out cars bought for more. That's about it, really. In fact, done so much I might call it an early day. You never know.
$235, $50, $20. Yeah, they are. They definitely are. $250, yeah. So we got the back wheels are on diagonally.
Do you just have a wheel refurb?
Oh, possibly, yeah. $255, $45, $20. Did I have a wheel refurb? I don't think so. I don't
$235.
Yeah, so that front wheel's on the back. These have been swapped over, haven't they?
Gone off in the same location. That's easy done.
Bloody shouting there about fucking stuff wrong with the blue car. Obviously it's an AdBlue fault.
These things are sent to try us. Need your hand, Steph's little road test.
With
That was lovely, I just wanted to leave it.
hang on, let me get the phone.
remember back to most recent weekly, someone behind the camera, i.e. Jason, stood right about here filming this quarter panel saying, oh, that dent's not that bad. No. Well, we sent it off to get done by a man like James. No longer a dent. All this bit and that. This
Yeah, excellent. Right, yeah, Sunday that's going out.
Sunday, cool. We are going to J Repairs to pick up the very, very special bright blue Porsche Macan. James is finished with it, and we'll get it back, get it all nice and tidy, and then be back up on sale for the weekend, ready for lovely customers to walk past and have a gander at and give us all of their money. Give me all your money. All of it. Every penny. All of it. We have got the black one, but apparently this one has a, well, it's a petrol as opposed to a diesel, but it's a better engine, a more desirable engine, not necessarily better, but a more desirable engine. And it's a bit more sporty, a bit more Porsche-like, so I think it's intriguing to the demographic that Porsche aim at. Well, big words coming from me today, Jason. Buckle up, sunshine. Hello!
Hello again.
Fancy seeing you.
Fancy seeing you again.
Yeah, thank you very much.
How did the golf go, right?
Yeah, it was alright.
Yeah? Bit of fun?
Nah, slow. I drove that new C63 that he's bought yesterday.
Powerful, isn't it?
Yeah. My dad's got the W204,
Right.
the older one, and that's
Yeah.
obviously the newer one there. Pretty similar, to be fair. Even with the 200 torque difference, but
I reckon that Porsche gets one. Sounds nice, doesn't it?
yeah.
3 litre V6. Turbo S.
It looks like your new car, mate.
But mate, if I hadn't already bought her that, I probably would have bought that.
She'll be home kicking
Yeah.
herself. She'll be like,
But then she did say the running cost would be absolutely horrendous.
ah! You'd be surprised, it probably does pretty good on fuel.
Probably better than that Land Rover I had.
What'd you have?
Discovery 4.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a 3 litre V6, but it's the tax, isn't it? That's the problem.
There's petrol on that.
But, yeah.
I reckon you'd probably get, if you're trying and not being an idiot, 30.
Problem is, with a car like that, you would want to be an idiot.
I don't know. You say that. I'm no advocate for driving sensibly.
No.
I mean, what? I think most people that are into cars are like that.
Oh yes. Right. Well, have a lovely weekend.
Will do. And in the nicest possible way, hope I don't see you again today.
Hi.
Alright.
Yeah, not bad.
Which auction did you go to, wasn't it?
I've been to Aston Barclay in Westbury. My favourite auction. I get to drive all the country roads all the way there. No motorways, no nothing. Just nice country roads, green fields, and then they're super relaxed there as well. There's not a load of people all trying to load up at 1,000,001 cars. It's just all, it's fairly rural. Picked up a nice Merc GLC. I don't know anything about them, but it's nice inside. It was comfortable driving it the 10 metres I drove.
Yeah. Oh, around the corner. That's
Yeah,
thinking,
yeah, literally. Yeah, that's all I've
I
done.
mean, that's like, you could get miles, didn't you?
Yeah, this thing's lovely. It's better than my car.
Oh, busy, busy, busy. Yeah, we've got a few cars coming up today. Gentleman's just come to collect his Ford Cougar. Then we've got Golf R going out. Then we've got BMW X1 going out. Then we've got, there's another one going out as well, but I really can't remember off the top of my head now. Buggers. There is another one, I promise. We are busy. We're always busy. I'm going to quickly do this one because I didn't actually realise this one was going out today, and the customer just rang up and they were like, yeah, we're going to come and collect our car in like 20 minutes, and I was like, fuck! We need gloves, because I don't want my hands to be cold. This is where we find out it's just like no gloves. Brilliant.
You don't need gloves. Toughen your hands up. I mean, there's gloves here.
But I'm a small child. Do we need gloves? Yeah, they'll work. They probably had Stefan's hands in them.
Sweaty hands.
Yeah, but do you know what?
I was joking. I didn't expect you to actually put them on.
Oh no, yeah, we'll put them on. Why not? I mean, there's no other gloves, clearly. So,
There must be gloves.
do you know what? I've already checked, and there isn't. Watch. I'll go around the corner in a minute, and there'll be like a massive box of gloves. Although they actually feel fine. Although you'll probably find Stefan had them on, so God knows what I just put my hands in.
I found the gloves.
Oh, did you?
Took like 30 seconds.
Brilliant. It's fine, we'll blame it on the autism.
He says he was trying to save the planet as well, Jason.
Yeah, it's fine. We're saving the turtles.
Saving the turtles from used gloves.
Diesels are the saviour of the planet. It's going to be wonderful.
Yeah.
But the DPS weren't particularly good. And obviously people were just doing short journeys, not realising, and having endless problems.
Yeah.
And then there's this big, in fact, there's like class action suits. You can see the ambulance chasing solicitors on the telly. Did you buy a diesel between 2007 and 2020?
Yeah.
That's why. Because they weren't told that they would block out if they would do short journeys. But they are much better now, and the issues
Did
aren't
you
as
see like
prevalent.
a big lump of smoke coming out of you?
No, you wouldn't even know what's going on. Some cars, I can't remember if that does or not, they put a little bit, you know, they like the coil thing. It'll just show you that on the dash while it's doing it.
Okay.
But there's no evidence of it.
No.
The most sensitive drivers say, "Oh, I can feel it when it's doing it." I definitely can. I can tell. The latest thing, I mean, the DPF seems to have been overcome now, and that era car, you know, they're significantly better. Still need to do the odd longer journey, but they are significantly better than they used to be. But the new kind of way of saving the planet is AdBlue, which is the latest pain in the backside of Tina's car. It's like uric acid. I think it squirts uric acid into the exhaust things to neutralise particles. I don't know what it does.
Right.
I really don't know what it does. And yeah, because again they're not getting used in the right way, the nozzles crystallise, they get warnings on the dash because it's a legal requirement. The car's fitted with AdBlue, which that is unfortunately, it must operate. Simple as that. Same as that must have a DPF and go for an MOT, which it does obviously. So the car, if you don't fill it up with this, you see it on the forecourts, the AdBlue containers, the kind of those. If you don't refill it, the car will say, "Oh, we need to fill it within 1,500 miles." So people just top up, obviously. But if there's a fault, or it doesn't record that it's been filled up, it will count down to 0 and then it won't start.
Perfect.
Yeah, brilliant. So you got these panicked customers telling me AdBlue's got a fault, and the car's telling me I've got 500 miles left. And obviously they have to use the car so they can see it counted down. No, it doesn't have AdBlue, you're fine, you don't have to worry about it. Just DPF, so longer drives once every couple of weeks. Right, so one paid invoice, thank you very much.
Yeah.
That's obviously the same stuff as before. That is our check that we do before they all go out. It's a pre-delivery inspection, pretty standard stuff. Terms and conditions, same as before. I just need one signature. Confirm that I've received and reviewed a copy of the vehicle invoice inspection report terms and conditions, and I've test driven the vehicle identified above on the attached invoice. Confirm there are no apparent faults. You're not mechanics, so don't start getting underneath the car or anything. We're happy it's good. Other than any listed, there aren't any listed. So the paragraph below is just about part exchanges, which is obviously not relevant in this case.
Okay.
So I'm really trying to find a cheap van at the moment. So I wonder if Joe wants to let this go for cheap. The other van that we had is okay now, which is annoying. Did you hear about that?
I didn't know it was better.
Yeah.
It was clocked or like.
Yeah. So we thought the van that we had the other day was clocked, but we actually got in touch with the customer who sold it to us, and found that he had actually changed the mileage to kilometres. So he was giving us the kilometres, and then we were like, oh, okay, so it's only. Well, he's obviously saying 54 miles or something, but it's actually 54 kilometres or something, which actually works out to be like 110 miles, 110,000 miles or something. I don't know. Jason worked it out in the office.
Yeah, like it lines up with what.
Yeah, yeah. So, I was a little bit bummed about that because, I was going to try to get in there and be like, yeah, Joe, give you a couple of grand for it, mate.
I thought you were like figuring out what to clean next. Like you're shopping.
Oh yeah, no, we're doing that as well. We are figuring out what to clean next, in all honesty. But yeah,
Shopping. You need to buy this.
yeah, I do.
Leo would be the salesman.
Yeah.
Selling this car right now. Van.
Sell me this van, Leo.
Fiat.
Yeah. Sold. No. No. Fix it again tomorrow.
Inside looks boring.
Fiat stands for. Right. Okay. So. Yeah. See, Jason told us not to worry about this, so I don't really want to start cleaning this just in case Joe's got some plans for it as well. Once all the customers disappear from the office, I might go and ask. And just go and find out what exactly they want us to do.
Bring the camera in there and just start filming them all.
Yeah, yeah.
Guessing you got the BMW?
Yep.
Like,
yeah.
done in time?
Yeah, yeah. They've literally just turned up as well. Jason just came out to let us know that they were here, and it's literally just finishing up the last little jobs on it. So hopefully that'll be gone now, and they'll be happy. Yay. Sorry, I'm tired today. Just trying to keep my energy going.
That's been one of those days.
Right, so end of the week, Saturday. Glorious. Sun is out again, and next week's going to be even hotter apparently, so everyone will be in shorts next time you see us, I expect. We've sold absolutely loads. It's been a really, really good month. I can't knock it at all. We are on the 25th, or is it 26th? My watch might be lying to me. No, it's the 26th. All right, so it's not quite one a day. It's the 26th, and we've sold 25 cars so far this month, which isn't groundbreaking for us, but it's pretty good for how things have been going. So that's quite positive, especially as we've not had that many cars here, and I've also drastically cut my Auto Trader bill, and we're still selling lots, and we're going to cut that even more with different plans going forward, which I may have hinted at before. We'll start getting that into action probably within the next month or so. So let's have a look what's sold, what's been the best thing sold, bought, and all that sort of stuff. Not that. I think the S5 has just sold to a Zuto customer. They've been phoning up asking questions about that. So fairly certain that's sold, although we just need to finish the paperwork and get the deposit before we actually take the price board out or whatever. But I think it will be sold. The Alpha Giulia, you already knew that had sold, but it's still waiting to go out. I've had the wheels refurbished. Can't think what else, but that's a very cool thing. It's looking very nice. The 2-litre TSI petrol Macan has now sold. The other Macan should be coming back round, ready to come into stock now. We did a separate video on that, but we still had to do some prep. So that should now be live and ready to go. Got a very nice BMW 530D in, which came from carsboughtformore.com. So if you're looking to sell your car, please do head to carsboughtformore.com, because even if it's not a lovely BMW 530D that we might want to have in stock, then we might know someone who will want your car, and we can put it on our trade platform, carsboughtformore.com/trade. Don't forget, if you're a trader, to get your free account to buy this lovely stock. The SX4 sold. The horrid red insignia is still hanging around because I think it needs an exhaust hanger. We found out that's the noise that was rattling around in the back, but Jason still wants it, but I think it needs some work. I wish it wasn't here on my forecourt, but it is, sadly. Just like the minivan, which we're using as a little runaround. Don't know why that's on the forecourt, but there it is. That's about it, really. I can't think what else we bought and sold. We've had lots of sort of cheaper cars, part exchanges come in. We've got a van around the back there that our friend Ben Thompson is now taking away. So we've got a few things at the farm. You'll probably see some videos coming up of those, and maybe you might have seen some will be in the future. As you are watching this, our Jaguar F-Type competition will have ended. Someone will have been picked as the winner for that. You'll be able to find that in the lives on this channel. There may well be a new competition live. If there is, we'll put that here. You can go to feelgoodcompetitions.com. Ben Thompson, everybody. If you haven't subscribed to his YouTube channel already, then please do. He fixed our BMW X5 and now he's really on track. Give us a wave, Ben. There he goes. Look at that. Lovely. That is it, really. I can't think of much else to tell you other than check out the competitions, check out carsboughtformore.com. If you want any topped-on equipment and stuff like that, then you can check out our website where we've got all the merch as well, which is insideline.shop. That is it, really. I've kept you long enough. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye-bye.